Hello, this is Jordan. This video is being recorded on the late afternoon of Thursday, September 29th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I am going to provide a brief update on the cup and handle pattern in gold and how it's looking at this point in time, because obviously gold is technically broken. And so I'll talk about what that means. And first thing is I want to actually look at silver, because I know that some people have said that silver is in a massive cup and handle pattern. This is an example of a pattern that's broken, completely broken, because if you can see the cup here is obvious from 80 to 2011. Now all that action since is supposed to be a handle, and the handle has corrected way too much. I mean, the silver went from 3 to 50. The handle should not correct more than 38% or 50%. So a 50% retracement from 3 to 50, I think, is around 27. So if this were a real bullish handle in silver that was threatening a break above 50, then you would see silver, or you would have seen it since 2011, you're trading in a range from 27 to 50, basically. So this is not a cup and handle pattern anymore. However, you could see silver at some point, and I mean it will, at some point it's going to rally back up to 50, and then it's going to have a super, super bullish base. And if silver were to rally back up to 50 at some point in the next couple of years, I mean, it would be awkward looking, but then you could say, oh, there's another, like the move since 2011. I mean, that could kind of become its own cup. So, I mean, with that said, the key is there's no cup and handle pattern here anymore with respect to this is going to break $50 in the next year or two. I mean, it could happen, but it's just really, really unlikely technically. There's nothing arguing for that now because silver has gone down far too much within this handle, which is now, a broken handle. But again, at some point, silver will rally back up to 50, and then you're going to have this super bullish consolidation going back to 1980, or super bullish base. And in that scenario, I mean, if silver rallies back up to 50 in, the 3 to 5 years or 7 years or whenever, there's going to be this super bullish base, and silver can really explode from that. So, whether we call that a cup and handle, I mean, we can debate that at that point, but here and now, this is an example of a cup and handle pattern that's really broken. Now, with respect to gold, the cup and handle pattern is broken really on a short and medium term, or maybe an intermediate term basis as well. If we look at the top, and that sketch I did there, so this is a weekly line chart, you're not going to see that move in gold because obviously gold has broken below, or it's breaking down from that super bullish consolidation. I know that, we have 1 day left, and if gold tomorrow closes the month and quarter above 1710 or 1715, I mean, you could have a major failed breakdown. So that's one scenario, but I want to get that out of the way. But aside from that, gold is broken technically, and so you're not going to see gold exploding above $2,000 an ounce or 2,100 in the next 6 or 9 months. Maybe that could happen at the end of next year, but so the cup and handle pattern is broken from that standpoint at the top. However, you could see something play out like I sketched in there at the bottom, and so that's why the pattern overall in the very grand scheme of things is not broken, especially if gold it holds above that 50% retracement in the mid 1500s. And, even if gold goes below that, but then it snaps back and rallies really quickly, again, you could have some kind of a setup there in the bottom half where the cup and handle would still be intact. And another thing on the timing, the cup was 9 years long, and typically in my experience, the handle can be 1/3 to 1/4 of the time. So, I mean, 1/3 would be 3 years. So you're talking about, I mean, 3 years would be next summer. Or you have a 9-year long cup. I mean, it could even be 4 years. You just don't know. But my point is the market would have to be really, really strong for the handle to break out in, 2+ years. And I did originally, going back 2 years, I did think this would be the year that it would break out. So I was wrong about that. But I was looking at past cup and handles that were not perfect. And when gold was really strong, it was breaking out sooner than 1/4 of the time with respect to the handle versus the cup. So I don't want to get too wonky here, but that's another thing to consider, is that we're only a little over 2 years into a consolidation and correction after a 9-year long cup. So, I mean, it could take 3 or 4 years to break out. But there it is. I mean, there's nothing truly groundbreaking in this video analysis, but I just wanted to point out that, yeah, with respect to the outcome at the top, that's completely broken. Now, the outcome at the bottom, that's still a possibility, where gold from, I don't know, from wherever the low is, if it's the low 1500s, mid 1500s, if it snaps back to 2000 or so and then consolidates before a chance to break out late 2023, in that scenario, the cup and handle is still very much intact. And I mean, it is similar to silver in a way that, yes, the cup and handle is broken in silver, but whenever silver rallies back to $50, that's going to have a super bullish base and a real explosive setup. It's the same case with gold. Whenever it rallies back to 2000 or 2100, I mean, that's a super bullish base. But again, so with respect to the cup and handle, it's really a matter of timing. And so again, at the top there, that scenario is broken, where you're going to see an explosive breakout in the first half of next year. But the scenario at the bottom, I mean, that's still definitely in play. So that's something we'll have to watch for next year, and this will be something that I can update in 6 or 9 months, and we'll see if gold has made a really strong rebound, which I think is going to happen given the way everything's trending. The Fed, they're going to stop hiking rates very soon, and they're probably going to have to start cutting rates in the next 6 to 9 months. And that's obviously going to be really bullish for gold. And so when that happens, the market should be able to rally back to the all-time high. And then you will have that really good setup there, like the one I sketched out at the bottom. So with all that said, I know there was nothing really groundbreaking in this video. It's a lot of wonky stuff, and this is kind of subjective analysis with respect to the cup and handle. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Follow all my work at TheDailyGold.com and here on this channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.